off. Do you have my voice? Do you have my voice? So that is it. Today's lesson is about are you a healthy eater or not? So we have to study reading book yesterday, but as we don't have any speaking task for this week, so we will study the reading books today. Chapter 2 content is about a quiz on eating habits. Reading scale is about previewing and taking notes. Previewing is very important, so you have to know how to preview the text. You will practice this skills through the 14 units of this book. And taking notes is very important, especially for freshmen and people who are studying in universities and taking lectures, because you will have to take notes from different lectures, different passages. So you have to know how to take notes. We will allocate a session for this in order to know and uh, expertise ourselves in taking notes. So first we have to know about summarizing, paraphrasing, rephrasing. After that, we will uh, discuss this topic very comprehensively. So yet we will just know how to take notes in very uh, simple way. So vocabulary skill is about understanding suffixes ly. Usually we add ly in order to change a root from one to another. So using synonym is very important to you, especially when you're writing some things, when you're speaking somewhere, because if you know too many words or too many synonyms for one word, it will be very assisting. Sometimes you will forget one word, but its synonym might appear in your mind. So it is very assisting for your fluency. If you know too much synonym for one word, it is really assistant, either in speaking and writing. The greatest wealth is health. So, before you read, how often do you eat this food? Write your answer in the list below. Then, think of other foods to add to each group. So, white rice, fresh fruit, junk food, white bread, brown rice, fresh vegetables, fried food, and wheat bread. Uh, so you have to use those adverb of frequency and tell us how often do you eat food from these categories. So who is volunteer to talk first? So Sajia, first start with the topic sentences. So that is it. While you're speaking, so if you good in one skills, it will definitely and undoubtedly affect your other skills as well. As we know about topic sentences in the writing, so when we are writing a paragraph, so we have to put a topic sentences at the beginning. Just like that, when you're speaking about something, so you have to have an introduction for it. So now you can say, I have a very uh, I use a variety of foods as my everyday diet. After that, you can read your sentences. So you can use different sentences as your introductions. But still, if you don't use it, then it's okay. This is our first session. So the next one, Mariam.
Should I start with my I have a egg.
So
I never eat junk food. I eat brown rice once in a while. I eat fresh fruit is
So thanks. Please take care of your headphones. I think there is a problem with your uh, iPads or as everything you use. So, Medina, the next one.
I eat white bread every day, and I never eat brown rice.
So that is it. Uh, I think it is enough. So, task B, look quickly at the reading on page 9 to answer the questions below. Question 1, what is this reading about? What kind of reading it is it? A newspaper article, a blog, a story, or a quiz? And task C, take the healthy eating quiz on page 9. So let's first discuss something called previewing. What is previewing? First, let's analyze the words. Pre means however your uh, sorry. So, however you see the prefix pre in front of every word, it means primary. Pre is a suffix for primary. Prerequisites एक word में मिलेगा primary requisites yes. So pre uh, task ماشيس مثلا از previewing یعنی قبل از اینکه یک چیز مشاهده کنید یک نگاه مختصر glimpsing میکنید صحیح است یک نگاه مختصر باشه لازم امیر میگن previewing. So when you do the previewing uh, in the reading, so you have to look over the all reading. So you have to know how many paragraphs are there, which pictures are there, and those pictures, you have to know which things are illustrated by those pictures. You have to read the title of the essay, article, or whatever it is. So you have to read the subtitles. You have to read the first paragraph in the article, and after that you have if you have time you have to read all the topic sentences in the paragraph. And usually in articles we have a paragraph called conclusion, which is stated as the last paragraph. So uh, when you do previews, so you just have to look over the article over so you have to read the title. You have to just look very precisely at those photos, and you will find out what is this article talking about or something else. So, as they said, so please go and uh, do the pre-writing stage. After that, we will conduct the quiz. So, who is volunteer to tell me what do you think? What is this? Is it an article, a quiz, or a questionnaire? What is it? What do you think? So, Zuhal, so Mursal, so Mursal already has left the portal. So let's ask from Wajia. So let's go back to Medina. Do you have my voice?
Yes,
So what do you think it is? Page 9. Is it a quiz, article, questionnaire, or a newspaper article?
I think it is quiz.
So that is it. It's a quiz. So you can see that there are plenty of questions. So you know you usually have questions in quiz. So this quiz is organized in order to evaluate your everyday diet. So let's conduct the test. Let's read it. Are you a healthy eater? How well do you eat? To find out, read each questions below and circle the number for your answer. Be honest. Answer the way you really eat, not the way you think you should eat. سو اینجا در حدود چند سوال داریم. هر سوال ما مولتیپل چویس است. امروز جواب که به شما سخت میکنه امو را چوز کنین. سوال جواب را که فکر میکنین که درست است رو چوز نکنین. کدامش براتون فعلا truly سخت میکنه. So the first question is how often do you eat breakfast؟ چی مدت بعد شما یا چی مدت شما چی میخورین؟ صبحانه می داشته باشین در طول هفته. So I never eat breakfast. صبحانه داشته باشین. I have breakfast once or twice a week. یک یا دو بار. I eat breakfast 3 up to 6 times a week. 3 تا 6 روز در یک هفته می داشته باشم. Or I eat breakfast every morning. یا هر روز. How often do you snack on fresh fruit and vegetables? So غذای مختصر در میان روزی میان وعده‌ای میگیم صحیح است که فرش فروت باشه، میوه تازه باشه و سبزیجات باشه. چی مدت ها میخورینش؟ I never snack on fresh fruit and vegetables. هیچ وقت میان وعده های امی فروت میوه ها و سبزیجات نمی داشته باشیم در طول هفته. در دومیش گفته که once in a while یگان وقت. در سومش گفته once a day همیشه یک روز یک دفعه در روز همیشه. و در دیگهش گفته که fruit and vegetable snacks more than once a day که یعنی بیشتر از یک دفعه در روز چی میکنید؟ میان وعده غذایی از میوه و ویژیتبل یا سبزیجات می داشته باشید. سوال سومش است do you eat junk food؟ غذای جنک یا میخورین یا نه؟ در اولش گفته yes I often eat junk food. بیشتر اوقات میخورد. در دومیش گفته بعضی اوقات. در سومیش گفته ندرتن و در چهارمش گفته که هیچ وقت نمیخورد. do you eat quickly؟ تیز نان میخورین؟ در اولیش گفته که بله همیشه تیز میخورم. در دومیش گفته که 90% از تایما تیز میخورم. سومیش گفته که یگان وقت تیز میخورم. و چهارمیش هم گفته I usually eat slowly که آهسته میخورم. How often do you skip meal؟ چی وقت غذاهای وعده های غذایی کنه اسکیپ میکنین یا اصلا غذا نمیخورین؟ در اولیش گفته که عموما یا کارن مسکیپش میکنم. دومیش گفته که 3 دفعه در هفته امکان داره که یعنی یک وعده غذایی ما نخورم اسکیپش کنم. چارلی گفته که بسیار کم واقع میشه که اسکیپ کنم. و چهارم گفته سوم به شکل گفته و چهارم گفته که اسکیپ نمیکنم. سوال بعدی است how often do you eat something just before you go to bed؟ چی وقت قبل از رفتن به خواب غذا میخورین؟ I always eat something before I go to bed. همیشه این کارو میکنه. often بیشتر اوقات. rarely ندرتا یا کم وقتا میشه طور. و never هیچ وقت. سوال بعدی است how often do you eat your largest meal in the evening؟ چی وقتا شما بزرگترین وعده غذایی روزتانه در چی میخورین؟ در بحث غذای شب میخورین. اولیش گفته که همیشه. دومیش گفته متکررن. سومیش گفته بسیار بدن دارد. چهارمیش گفته که هیچ وقت به اون شکل در غذای شب کلانترین غذای ما نباشه. How often do you eat brown rice and wheat bread instead of white rice or white bread؟ چی وقت ها شما امی برنج نسواری و غذای چی نان گندمی را به جای چی میخورین؟ به جای رایس سفید و نان سفید. صحیح است. اولیش گفته که هیچ وقتی کار نمیکنه. دومیش گفته یگان زمان. سومیش گفته عموما. چهارمیش گفته I eat brown rice and wheat bread all the time. همیشه به این شکل میخورم. So now scale your own answers. جوابای خود انتخاب کنین طبق از او. نمرات خود جمع کنین. Look at the numbers you circled and add them together. مثلا اولش در یک انتخاب کردین. در دوم سومش انتخاب کردین. تمامش که جوابای خود جمع کنین. So the total is your score. مجموعش نمرتان است. اگر for each question this quiz the number 4 is the highest answer. بهترین دایت یا دایت غذایی را کسب داره که بیشترین جوابای 4 انتخاب کرده باشه. اگر نمرتان به 32 میرسه بهتون گفته congratulations you have a perfect score. You are a healthy eater. یک چی هستین؟ یک دایت بسیار صحتمندانه دارین. صحی دارین. اگر بین 26 تا 31 است بازم خوب است. شما خوب پیش میرین. در بین 20 تا 25 است not bad but you could eat better. از اینکه بهتر باید یعنی خوردن میتونین. کوشش کنین 14 تا 19 باشه. oops you aren't a healthy eater. Remember fruit and vegetables are really good for you. junk food isn't. یعنی که به اینجا باشین در معرض خطر هستین. و اگر بین 8 تا 13 است you need to change the way you eat. Can you do it or not? So حالا از شما میخوایم که جوابای خود را القا کنین، سکور خود به دست بیارین. فقط یک چی میکنین، ریپورت میکنین که سکورتان چند شده و دربارش چطور احساس دارین. How do you feel about the score you have got through this quiz, and how do you think this quiz will affect your diet for the next week? Are you in good states, in bad states, or it's okay for you? Do you think the things which are situated in this quiz are perfectly suitable for a student? Is a teenager can follow these great steps which are illustrated as the no four in each question? So you will discuss. So those لغت در پاورقی با مش گفتک میگیم I snack on، یعنی که در امون میانوردی غذایی میخوریم. عموما میگیم I snack on fruit, I snack on biscuit. صحیح است. عموما snack on هم میکنیم بسکیت است از منظور. skip a meal یعنی که وعده غذایی را نگیریم. So who is done with the quiz? So if you are not done with the quiz or with the summations, so you can take your time. You have 1 minute. Proceed your test and summation of the score. And you have to talk about your diet and is it okay? If it is okay, so how do you feel about it? If it isn't okay according to this quiz or questionnaire, so you have to tell us how would you change your diet. So as suggested now very first, so let's start with Sadia. So So how could you eat better? What things would you consider in order to make your diet much more healthier? So now we have reached a conclusion. Thanks. So the second one, Mariam.
How often do you eat breakfast? I eat breakfast every morning. How often do you sleep on fresh food and vegetables? Uh, Number three, I sleep on fresh food and vegetables once a day. Do you eat junk food? No, I hardly ever eat junk food. Do you eat quickly? Um, yes, I sometimes eat quickly. How often do you eat meals? I um, frequently skip meals. How often do you eat something just before you go to bed? Number three, I really eat just before I go to bed. How often do you eat your lunch meal daily? Uh, 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 Number two, I frequently eat my lunch meal in the evening. How often do you eat brown rice or wheat bread instead of white rice or white bread? I sometimes eat brown rice or wheat bread. And my score is 22. Uh, not bad, uh, but you could eat better.
So what things would you consider for in order to make your diet much more healthier?
I think I because I skip my meal. If I just that.
So that is that time. Something is wrong with your mic. So please make it uh, to work well. So the next person would be Zuhal. So Wajma.
Okay. Number one. Number one. I never eat breakfast. B. Uh, I snack on fresh food and vegetables more than once a day. And C. Yes, I often eat junk food. And D. No, I usually eat slowly. And number E, I rarely skip a meal. And uh, letter F, and four, I never eat just before the bed. And G is I never, and number four, I never eat my largest meal in the evening. And okay, letter H, number three, I usually eat brown rice uh, and
How
my
much have you?
score is 23. And it's good if I eat breakfast every morning, it would be better. And don't skip my if I don't skip my meals, it would be better. And if I uh, don't eat junk food very much, it would be better, I think.
So that's that. Thanks a lot. So so who's volunteer to stand next? Can you take a stand, Medina? So Zuhal, you're available. Please continue.
I uh, I have breakfast once or twice a week. And question B: how often do you snack on fresh fruits and vegetables? I snack on fresh fruits and vegetables once a day. Question C: do you eat junk food? Yes, I sometimes eat junk food. Do you eat quickly? Yes, I sometimes eat quickly. How often do you skip meals? I rarely skip a meal. How often do you eat something before you go to bed? I rarely eat just before I go to bed. How often do you eat your largest meal in the evening? I rarely eat my largest meal in the evening. How often do you eat brown rice or white bread instead of white rice or white bread? I never eat a brown rice or white bread. So my score is 19, between 40 till 19. So I'm not a healthy eater.
So what do you think? What you have to do?
I think I should not miss my breakfast. I should use vegetables and uh, uh, fruits more.
So that's the time. So let's go to Medina. Are you there? Do you copy, Medina? I don't think so. What about you, Mursal? What about you, Nada? Uh, who has my voice? Do you copy? So, so I think we are done with this task as there is no available student. So let's go further. Understanding the text. Read the quiz again. What do healthy
Question
eaters
one,
do?
how often do you eat breakfast? I eat breakfast every morning. How often do you snack? Teacher, do you have more?
Yes, continue. Yeah, the marathon. So read the quiz again. What do healthy eaters do? What don't they do? Take notes in the chart below. I سؤال ده باشه النوت گرفتن است که ما اینو میگیم تی چارت. صحیح است. که دو چیز که در کانترست یا کامپارسون و غیر باشن نشون میکنن. از بین کویز شما میتونین که همیشه نوت بگیرید مثلا eat breakfast every day میکنن چیزایی که به حیث نمره نمبر چهارم است by healthy eaters است or people with good and healthy diet and those things which are stated as no one and no two are things which unhealthy eaters do and eat. So you can put them in these two columns. اما چیزها را در این دو کلم مانده میکنیم. So این ساده‌ترین نوع نوت گرفتن است. So we are done with this part. Comprehension. Check true or false based on the information in the reading. Then correct the false statements. So let's take turns. Let's start with how many of you have my voice?
I have your voice.
Yes, so Tara, let's continue. Start with you. Read the first one and tell us is it correct, true, or it is incorrect, false?
Okay, it's good to eat your largest meal of the day in the evening. It's fall because we should eat our largest meal at the breakfast or at the noon, not in the
Yeah,
evening.
in the breakfast. That is it. So the second one, Marsal, if you have my voice, you can proceed from here. What about you, Nilab? So, Marsal.
Eating slowly is a good idea. It's true.
Yeah, it is true. So you don't have to do anything. So the third one would be for Nida.
Number two, eating slowly is a good
Yeah, Marsal, we got it. Number three. So Mariam again.
It's important to eat breakfast every day. True.
So what do you think? So it's important. Mariam.
Yeah, teacher, I read it. It's important to eat breakfast every day. True.
Yeah, that's it. So the next one, Sajia.
White white rice is better for you than brown rice. False.
So what's the true sentences for this?
I think brown rice is healthier than white rice.
So that is it. The next one, Zohal.
False. It's not healthy.
So that's it. The next one, Wajma.
Teacher, can you show that screen? I don't have that book and I can't. Yes, I'm
So
sorry.
screen meal, so that I will start screen broadcasting.
Because of that,
So
I
now
will
you
stop
have
it.
the screen.
Okay, number what? Which number is?
Six, the
Okay,
sixth one.
an apple or an orange is healthy snack. True, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good snack because they are classified as fruits. So
They
the
are
next
healthy.
one, the seventh one. What about you, Medina? Do you have my voice?
Yes, I have your rights.
So the seventh one. Please read the seventh one.
You should snack on junky food instead of vegetable. It's fall.
Yeah, that's it. So what should you snack on? You should snack on fruits and vegetables. That's it. And the last one would be for Neda. I believe you have my voice. So what about you, Stora? So Mariam again.
Number eight, healthy eaters frequently skip meals fast.
That's it. And healthy eaters frequently skip meals. So what do you think? It is engagement. So work with the classmates to answer the question below. So we will ask you orally and individually. So I will choose one of you in order to answer these questions. Are you a healthy eater? Why or why not? As you conducted test, so you now know that you are a good or unhealthy eater or not. So you will discuss the reason about it. The second question is, what is your favorite healthy snack? What are some other healthy snacks? So you will talk about the healthy and unhealthy snacks that you usually prefer. Why is breakfast an important meal? So you have to discuss about the importance of breakfast and tell us why the doctors and nutrition experts always emphasize that we should have a very great meal in our breakfast. So, and the last one, lots of people like junk food. Why do you think junk food is so popular? So, as you know, every single person has eaten junk foods more than once, and they usually do this as a habit because it's very easy. So, you will give us reason. So, who is volunteer for the first one, or otherwise, I will.
Me,
So, Wajia.
I'm volunteer. Okay. At first, uh, are you a healthy eater? Why or why not? Actually, I'm not a healthy eater because I skip my breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, and I don't usually eat vegetables, and I'm not vegetarian. And because of that, I always eat junk food, and because of that, I'm not a healthy
So,
eater.
there are millions of people just like you. They think that they are not healthy eaters, but they do nothing about it, and they think it is okay. Why do you think people have unhealthy eating habits nowadays?
Why people? Because if you have an healthy eater, you will be healthy. But unfortunately, in these days, people don't have healthy eater. But I used to be a healthy eater.
So I got you. So that's it. Thanks for your response. So For the second question, who's volunteer again? For the second question. So, if, Stora, are you there? Do you have my voice? So, we will continue with Maria.
It's Tajia. What is your favorite healthy snack? What are some other healthy snacks? I think my favorite healthy snack is fruits because it's a good healthy snack, and I almost always eat fruits once a day. What are some other healthy snacks? And other healthy snacks, or I think vegetables.
So, why do you think taking snacks during the day is very important? Why they emphasize on people to have snack during the day? Don't you think that we only should have three main meals during a day?
Yeah, it's also important, but beside the meals we eat during the day, it's also good to eat some healthy snacks also.
So yes, in order to make your brain much more effective and powerful, you have to give it glucose in each 2 or 3 hours. So it would be very assisting. It will make your exhaustions gone. So you have to take fruits and vegetables as snacks if you can. So the next one, why is breakfast an important meal? So Mariam is going to tell me and respond to this question.
Um, because it's the first meal of the day, and we need energy to start our day. And because of that, breakfast is an important meal. I think important than the noon and afternoon or evening.
So, as you said, we really have to be very energetic during the day. So we have to gain the right amount of calorie as our in our first meal. So we have to be able to provide those amount of calorie which are consuming during the day, and in order to provide glucose to our brain cells. So it's very important to have a good meal in the breakfast. The next question would be, lots of people like junk food. Why do you think junk food is so popular? As you know, everyone talk about its dangerous aspect, and uh, everyone knows that these foods harms our health. They are unhealthy. They will cause us too much illnesses, and they will get as patients. So why do you think it's very popular and people usually eat these foods? So who is going to answer this question between Sutara, Zohal, Medina, and Nada?
May I answer it?
Yeah, yeah.
Number four, lots of people like junk food because it's tasty and delicious, and making it is very easy. We can make chips very easy more than an lubia or healthy cooks. So therefore, I think junk food is so popular, and everyone can get it very easy. In Afghanistan, we can get a burger for 50, 20 Afghani, and this is are very easy for people to get it more than an from vegetables or fruits, and they are also expensive,
So
those
as you
foods.
stated, they are popular because of its price and quick productions. So you
Yes,
can
and it's
get it
very delicious
very
for
fast.
everyone.
So, as you said, it's tasty and delicious as well. So that is it. We are done with these four questions in engagement. So let's go further. Choose the correct words to complete each sentences. We have plenty of words: fresh, healthy, instead of, meal, total. I believe you know the meaning of these words. If don't, so we will translate it as well. So let's proceed these things as it's very easy. Let's start with Hal. Are you there? So she isn't. So let's. What about you, Medina? Do you hear my voice? Yeah. Read the first one. I think I'm a.
Yes. Number first, uh, I think I'm a healthy. I think I am a healthy eater because I never skip breakfast every morning. I have a bowl of cereal and some fresh fruit.
That's it. Read the second one as well. Yeah. Proceed.
Okay. I usually eat my biggest meal in the middle of the day.
Yeah. That's it. Thanks from you. So the next one would be Wajia. The three others. Wajia.
1 minute. Okay. The third one or the okay. I try to snack on healthy food when I get hungry between meals. A healthy meal, sorry.
Fresh fruit. Yeah. The fourth one.
Uh-huh. Sorry. I try to snack on sorry. I make
So Mursal, do you hear? Do you copy? What about you, Zuhal? So I will read on my own. So I try to snack on fresh fruit when I get hungry between meals. I usually eat a what? I eat a total of 5 small meals every day. I know I should snack on fresh fruit instead of junk food. فرشة كمية من التازة مega healthy سهيلة instead of وزير الأيوازة meal غذاء وtotal مجموع. So understanding suffixes ما یک چیزی در فارسی هم داریم want ها پیش one past one صحیح prefix پیش one suffix past one rewrite each sentences using the verb the adverb form of the boldface adjective. So let's review the definition of adjective, as we discussed, it's the word which modify a noun or a pronoun. So adverb is something like adjective, but this time adverb is a word which is talking about verbs. So we can say it's the words which modify verb. The difference between adjective and adverb is in this point that adjective has a relation and connection with noun and pronoun, and adverbs has a relation with a verb, as it is clear from its name. So we usually can convert an adjective into the adverb by just adding ly, but it is not the common rule. So we have too many exceptions. بسیار از adjective با جمع کردن ly یا با ماندن پسوند ly و adverbش تبدیل میشن. adverb چی است؟ adverb کلمه است که verb تایید میکنه. سو مگه یک قاعده عمومی نیست بسیار زیاد اکسپشن ها داریم سو فقط اینجا یاد بگیریم مثلا اگه میگیم he is quick ای به این معناست که او چی است he is a quick boy او یک پسر شابک است اونجا quick کی را توصیف کرد پسر نون است مگم اگه میگیم he is eating quickly یعنی او تیز غذا میخوره. حالا کویکلی چی را مودیفای میکنه؟ ایتنگ وربش میکنه. مثلا دپوینش frequent and frequently. This happened infrequent twice this week. ای تکرارا دو دفعه در هفته اتفاق افتاد. اما اگر میگیم it's happening frequently ای happening قید میکنه که به طور متکرر اتفاق میفته. یا اگر میگیم real it was a real disaster یک فاجعه واقعی بود. اما اگر میگیم it was really shocking so really چی را قید میکنه؟ was قید میکنه. فرق ادجکتیف و ادورب فهمیده باشین و بفهمین که بیشتر ادجکتیف ها با just adding ly change or changed into adverbs. So my usual breakfast is cereal. So if we originate its uh, adverb, I usually have cereal for breakfast. My parents are slow eaters, so my parents eat slowly. So در خانه چی میاد؟ slowly. حالا slowly eater تعریف میکنه. slow کی را تعریف میکرد؟ ایترا را slow. parent را تعریف میکرد. چی را مودیفای میکنه؟ کس خوردن میخواد. It is rare for me to eat junk food. I rarely eat junk food. صحیح است؟ اینجا rare adjective است. در جمله دیگر که rarely بگویمش ly بشه بکنیم اضافه کنیم مجبور با frequency است. I have a quick meal in the evening. حالا quick چی رو تعریف میکنه؟ meal. اما اگر میگیم I eat quickly چی رو تعریف میکنه؟ خوردن verb. My sister is a professional cook, so my sister cooks professionally. اینجا گفته که یک آشپز مسلکی است اما دیگه میگه که به طور مسلکی پختن آشپزی میکنه. So فرق بین adjective و adverb بفهمید. So using synonyms as we know synonyms are words uh, which have the same meaning but have different forms according to the uh, according to their meanings, so we can use both of them. But sometimes it's not okay to put them in some collocations. So rewrite each sentences using a synonym for the boldface words. چیزایی که boldface هست با یکی از مترادفاش که در بین box illustrate شدن change میکنه. Some people prefer to eat once a day. So once about چی کرده? One time a day. Once addition یک بار. We go to restaurant once in a while. So once in a while چی رقم با کدام adverb of frequency است؟ Hardly ever. We go to the restaurants hardly ever. My brother skips breakfast often, so we can state frequently. Frequently is very suitable synonym for often. My brother skips breakfast frequently. We almost never eat a big breakfast, so we can say we so sorry. So you have to hardly ever you have to put hardly ever here. We hardly ever eat a big breakfast. So once in a while you can state sometimes. We go to restaurants sometimes. That's it. As the last thing, discussion and writing, work with a partner to add answers to the health quiz below. The best answer to each question is number 4. Then share your quiz with your classmates. So how often do you exercise? The best answer would be I exercise every day. But the least efficient or the worst answer would be I never exercise. So please complete this questionnaire. Put 3 more choices for each question. How often do you drink 6 up to 8 glasses of water a day? So the best answer is I drink 6 up to 8 glasses of water every day. So you could put I hardly ever drink 6 up to 8 glasses of water in the new two, and you can put never in the one and often in the three. So you have to complete this questionnaire and send it with your classmates through the WhatsApp group. So you have to do this. So choose one of these items and look on the internet for more information. Tell your classmates 3 interesting things you learned: a healthy breakfast, junk food, snacks, healthy eating quiz. So you have to take these 3 titles and you have to uh, uh, gather information about whatever you choose among these 3 things. So next Wednesday we will have speaking test. So you will inform your classmates about a healthy breakfast. How can they make their breakfast more healthier, and someone may talk about junk food snacks, why they are harmful, how can they harm our health, and how unhealthy they are. Or someone will talk about healthy eating quests. So how can we measure our diet? Is it healthy or unhealthy? As we conducted once in this chapter as well. So what's to remember? Breakfast, صبحانه meal غذا total مجموع adjectify موقع fresh تازه healthy صحي perfect early the adverb of frequency as hardly ever نادرة instead of رجاء يا بيوازي إيوزي just فقط once in a while يگان وقت so quickly سريعا يا سريعا rarely ندرة. So we are done with this unit as well. So if you have any questions or suggestions, you can ask and recommend. Otherwise, we will say goodbye.